Hello guys and welcome back to the Minecraft Mod tutorial. In today's episode we're going to be creating our own custom biome as well as a world type so we can see our biome in action. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is go into the init class, the init package, and create a new class called tutorial biomes. In this class we're going to declare our biomes, so public static biome, tutorial biome. And import biome with Ctrl+Shift and O. Then we're going to go into tutorial mod registries. And below register entities, we're going to copy it, paste it in, rename it to register biomes. It's a registry event of type biome. Import biome. Remove that. Remove this tutorial entity and remove these register world spawns. We're then going to register our biome. Tutorial biomes. Dot tutorial biome equals new tutorial biome as a class. We're then going to hover over this and create this class and put it inside of .world.biomes. It extends biome and we're going to add the constructor and it wants the Biome Builder. So we're going to do that. So super a new biome.builder, and then we're going to add the properties. So we're going to put dot, and there's lots of different properties, so we'll go through each one. There are 6 of them that are required, but there's some extra ones as well. The first one is the most important one, which is dot surface builder. And this is how it's going to build the biome to look correct. There's 3 things we can change in creating our custom biome in this simple way, which will be the top block, the few blocks underneath the top block, and the blocks underwater. So for example, in a plains biome, that would be the grass block, the 3 pieces of dirt beneath that, and then the clay beneath the rivers. So we're going to create a new configured surface builder. And this is going to be of type surface builder config. Ctrl+Shift+O to import that. The type of builder, you can do surface builder dot, and there's lots of different types that relate to the types of Minecraft biome. So there's just default, which kind of is like quite a flat biome. It's plains. There's mountains, so that's quite high and low. There's nether, which is like just like the nether, and so on and so forth. There's these different types of biomes. Most biomes are default or mountain, so you can choose either one. I'm going to go to default for now. You remove this iSurface Builder config bit, and make sure you've got Surface Builder imported. Then the config is a new Surface Builder config. The top block, the top material, is, for me, tutorial blocks dot tutorial block. So that's my top block. The under material is going to be tutorial blocks dot tutorial ore, and the underwater material is going to be this can be anything. I'm going to go with blocks dot acacia logs, why not? And then these all need to be dot get default state, as it wants the block state instead. And that is the surface builder configured. And the next property is dot precipitation. Whoops, we need to remove the 2 on the end here. And this is going to be of rain type. This is rain type dot, so you can have none, so it never rains in your biome. You can have normal rain, or you can have snow. I'm going to have snow. Next is dot category. And this, you can do category dot and lots of different types of biome categories. Mine's just going to be of type plains. But you can have lots, choose your category for your biome. Next, we're going to do dot downfall. This is actually how much it rains in your biome. You can go into the biome class, I believe, and look at all of the vanilla biomes. Oh, sorry, it's in the biomes class. So just type inside of here biomes.badland or something and click on biomes. And then you can find all of these plains biome, desert biome and so on. And you can look at its properties. So in the desert, there is 0 downfall. But if we look at the forest biome, there is quite a lot of downfall, 0.8. So you can mess around with this value and find out how much downfall you want. I'm going to go with 0.3f. Next we have biome depth, and this is to do with how much height you get on in your biomes. So increasing this value will make your biomes a lot higher and cause lots of mountainous regions and so on. And reducing this will obviously make your biome really quite flat, like a plains biome. So if we look in the biomes again, as we can see, the gravelly mountains biome has a depth value of 1.0f, whereas the plains biome has a depth of 0.125f because it's very flat. So we're going to do dot depth, and I'm going to make my biome relatively flat, so it's going to be 0.2f. Next is the biome temperature, and this will define things that relate to temperature, such as like how fast snow will melt if it lands on the ground. So if it's a very large value, the snow won't stay for very long at all. So we're going to have 0.1f for my biome, so it's going to be quite a cold biome. Then finally, watercolour. We can go on a hexadecimal colours. And find the correct colour you want. So we have this colour here. Get these 6 numbers. And type 0x and paste that in. And that's your watercolour. And then water fog colour. This is very similar. You might want to change the colour a little bit. I'm going to leave it the same. That's obviously to do with the colour of the fog. Just realised I missed a parameter in the biome, and that is dot scale. And this is how large your biome is. So you can compare to the other values. I'm going to put 0.5f. As this, it'll be a relatively large biome, but not huge. Again, you can choose this value depending on how large your biome wants to be. And the final property is dot parent. So if your biome is, for example, a variant of another biome, you might want to make another biome its parent. So, but for us, we're not extending off another biome, so you can just put null. And that's fine, it's a nullable function. So that's the basic features of your biome. However, we can add things using the default biome features. So type in default biome features, dot, and there's tons and tons of functions. Some of them, for me at least, are haven't been deobfuscated yet. But some common ones you might want to use: add carvers, this, and if you hover over that, it creates caves and canyons in your biomes. You could manually add these individual carvers. So, as example, you didn't want to have a canyon, or you wanted to increase the probability of caves spawning, you could just copy this and do, instead of biome in, this, because this is a biome, this to add carver, and then you could change this to 0.5f, and caves will be a lot more common in your biome. But we're going to leave it in the default biome features, so it'll spawn the default way that Minecraft normally does. So again, you can look through all the default biome features. If you want to add all the default structures to your biome, then you can do the add structures function. Add lakes will create water and lava lakes in your biome. Monster rooms will create dungeons. Stone variants will add all the weird types of stone. I don't want that, I just want the normal default stone. I hate the new stone variants. You want to add ores. That means that normal ores will spawn in your biome. Unless of course you don't. But I'm going to add that. As you can see, there's tons and tons and tons of different ones that are used normally for different types of biomes. And you can read through all of them and decide what fits your biome. You can also create your own custom decorated features. We might go over that in the features tutorial. But for now, you can just use all the default Minecraft ones. Or you can use the Forge forums or my Discord to try and figure out how to do it by yourself. And the final thing you may want to add to your biomes, of course, is entity spawns. So you can do this dot add spawn entity classification dot, and then you can do a creature or misc or ambient or monster, but I'm going to do creature, and I'm going to add my custom entity that we created in a couple of tutorials ago. So it's going to be new spawn list entry tutorial entities dot tutorial entity, then weight, so how common you want it to spawn. I'm going to put 100, so it's going to be quite common. Minimum group count of 1, maximum group count of 5 for me at least, and then my tutorial entity will now spawn in my biome. If you want to add all the monsters to normally spawn, just go into biomes dot any biome. Just go to the plains biome. Then we can see all of the normal things that spawn, and down here we have all the monsters, and I'm going to add all the monsters in. And again, you can change the commonality of the spawning and the weights. And I'm going to remove slime from my biome actually, and also witches. And obviously these will only spawn at night as well. And the final thing we need to do in the tutorial biome is set a registry name. Do this dot set registry name tutorial mob registries dot location tutorial biome. So that is our custom biome created. Just change that to public so it can actually be spawned, and then we've registered our biome now. However, it will not actually spawn in the world yet, as we haven't registered it as a spawn biome. So we're going to create a function, public static void register biome, and inside here we're going to do two things: biome dictionary dot add types. It's going to take in a biome parameter, biome, and a type parameter, types, and hover over type. I think click Ctrl+Shift+O to import type, and we want net.forage.common.biomedictionary.type, and we also want to do biome manager dot add spawn biome. Then create another function, public static void register biomes, and then call the register biome function and input our tutorial biome. And there's lots of different types, type dot, and then we can have plains, type dot, dry, and so on and so forth, as many as you want. Then inside of our tutorial mod registries, we can call, just below here, tutorial biomes dot register biomes, and then that is all your biomes registered. Now your biome will now spawn in the world, but it may take you a while to actually find it, and in which case if you want to test changes really quickly without having to search around for your biomes, you may want to create your own custom world type. So inside of world, we'll create a new class called tutorial world type. It's going to extend world type, add the constructor. You can remove the string name parameter and just input the name tutorial type. And then to make it so only your biome spawns in here, we are going to do create chunk generator. And then firstly, we're going to do overworld, biome provider settings, call it settings, and that's equal to a new overworld biome provider settings. Then single biome provider settings, call that single, is equal to a new single biome provider settings. Then do single dot set biome. You can do tutorial biomes dot tutorial biome. And then finally, return a new overworld chunk generator. Takes in the world parameter, a new single biome provider, and it takes in the single settings. And then the final parameter takes in the overworld settings. So I meant to do overworld gen settings here, not overworld biome provider settings. And there we are. What this will do is create a new chunk generator, so when it's generating the chunks of the world, it will only take in our tutorial biome. So it will only generate our tutorial biome. Then to register this, we just go into our main class below item group and do another public static final. Call it world type, tutorial type, and it's equal to a new tutorial world type. So now I've declared the world type and created our biome. We can now boot the game. We can create a new world and go to more world options, and you can go into the world type and you'll find generator.tutorial_type. You can rename this in your lang file. Then we can create a new world. So here we are in our biome. As you can see, we have our tutorial entity spawning. We have our red water, as well as some ice, as we set it to be quite a cold biome. We have our top block and our 3 under blocks, and then we have all the stone below that. We should get also normal ores spawning down here, and it's quite actually flooded because we set it to be quite a low biome, which means it's actually below sea level, and this will cause part of the biome to be flooded. So if you don't want so much water, you may want to lower this value. But this is our custom biome, all created. Obviously, you can also find this in the normal world. It should be spawning. You just have to look around for a while, as there are tons of biomes in Minecraft. But this world type allows you to quickly test all the changes to your biomes until it is completely correct. So if you have enjoyed this tutorial or found it useful, please leave a like down below and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. My name has been Harry, and goodbye.